Yeah. Better you grow where you eat because your food are your medicine. Inna them your time you eat dread and it terrible. Wicked man a create some food when you edible.
We are here with Ross I-Yota, new talented artist from Jamaica in London. How are you?
I'm great, you know what I mean? It's good to be alive, you know what I mean? Yeah, for real.
Exactly. So, tell us something more about your history, the beginning of your musical career, and now you are here in the UK to put, I think, your career on the next level here in London City. We are actually in Brixton, as you could read, people. So, tell us something more about you and your music, please.
Well, Ross I-Yota, humble you know what I mean? Originally from St. Catherine in Jamaica, you know what I mean? So, yeah, always been doing the music from a tender age. Grandfather as a band, so, I grew watching him playing the instruments and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I really take on the musical journey on a professional level, like probably 2018, when I really actually know about the business side of the music and stuff like that, So I would say like I pretty start like very official where that's now.
Official career.
Yeah, I started doing it professionally like probably 5 years ago.
Okay.
Getting the music at the right distribution to distribute the music the right way, know about the royalties and stuff like that, So I wouldn't say it's very long time, but I have
Sure.
quite amount of experience.
Great. So I was noticing you release a 5 tracks EP.
Yes.
So can you talk with us a bit about this EP?
Well, this EP, it's titled NFT, it's almost a year now since I released NFT EP, and stuff like that. And it's doing very well on the digital platform like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube as well, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's doing very well, and I'm continuing to support NFT EP right through, because, we're in a modern time where most things are going to NFT, which mean non-fungible token and stuff like that, So it's a online thing right now, So I chose to name my EP NFT because that's where the shift is going at the moment to the internet and to the chain of things where you have blockchain where you can actually sell art, what I mean, like pictures and music and stuff like that. Yeah, so NFT is doing quite very well thus far on every digital platform, I should say, what I mean?
And now you just released your last single, which is Keep It, right?
Well, the new single Keep It, the message behind it is that, you have to really be limited on who you really tell your business, because at the end of the day, you have some people that you will really tell certain information and them have another friend and them go tell them other friend, and that the other friend they will tell like another friend. So you have to be really keen on who you're really saying certain things to,
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's go now in your English UK experience. Yeah. So I think you moved to London about a year ago, right?
It's not even a year, a couple months, but yeah,
Okay.
it's great so far.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's great
So
so far.
are you enjoying the vibe in London?
Yeah, thus far it's good, because I'm a guy that's always open to new ideas and new places and new things, So thus far it's good thus far, and I'm just here, be grounded same way and putting in the work as usual.
Great. Yeah, it's a learning process, you mean. What else I wanted to ask you? Basically, what is your biggest dream for the future? Talking about personal-wise and career-wise.
Well, the biggest dream for me, is to stay alive, what I mean? Because life
Real
are the
talk.
greatest, what I mean? So once I have life, it's possible, but, we always focus on getting those awards, what I mean? In promoting as much as possible, so reach a new audience to my music as well, So the focus is it's limitless right now, what I mean? We're just putting in the work and trying to create a band with people who can get way out there as well, you know, and more, as we say, just more promotion. Not that we don't have a focus on certain things, but as I said as I said before, like even in my song Keep It, you know, I mean, certain things have to really manifest instead of you talk about it, you just work towards it to get it manifest, and even say, you know, more want to this or the next 5 years more accomplish this, because some of the timing, you know, the timing is off as well, and you probably get even show off or distracted by that, because you know you don't accomplish certain things by a certain time, so you will get even demotivated, you know what I mean? So I try to like you keep focus on the goal, you know what I mean?
Great one. And what are your future projects? We know you sign a contract with No Script Records label in UK here in London. You are also a founder now of the label, right? So let's talk about this, because I think it's very beautiful when someone wants to do independent label and try to boss their own thing.
Yeah. From my view, you know, collaborating with No Script, you know, like they have an aim to, you know, to actually build upcoming talent as well, you know. Both disabled and people who are able to do it as well, you know. So that's the mission. And for me, you know, like I always want to own my material too, you know. It's not all about just collaborate with anybody and lose your masters and stuff like that. That's where I even take the time out for really learn the business to keep most of my work for myself, you know, because you have people out there like they just want to invest in you and take all your work and stuff like that, and at the end you don't have any legacy for yourself, you know, and stuff like that, and they're just gonna like give you some upfront money, and like 4 or 5 years, 10 years down the line, like you don't have anything really much you make from your music, so you only listening your music. Yeah, so it's like that for me.
But are you open to work with some
most
mainstream
definitely
label as well?
Most definitely, I'm open to collaborate with people, you know, once they're doing the business the right way as well too, you know, because it's not a matter of just you have a name and stuff, I'm gonna want to collaborate with you and stuff, you know. We have to do it the right way, where me can get something of, not even something, but me a gain from it and you a gain from it as well, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's a balance.
Definitely. Okay, so what are your future projects?
Well, you know, I want to work on an album, you know, because, you know, as a musician, having albums and things like that for really, you know, have on like what do you call it, you know, your resume. As an artist, you have to have a resume, you know, so you have to have like, you have projects where you work on and stuff like that, you know. So for me, you know, I'm really locked in right now to work on an album, but no rush to really manifest that album.
Okay.
But that's the main focus going forward.
Perfect. And yeah, who are your main musical inspirations? And with who would you like to collaborate in the future?
Well, I have a lot of musicians that I really look up to, you know. You know, Admiral Tibet, you know what I mean? You have Capleton, you have Fantan Moja, you know, you have Sizzla, you have a lot, you know, Reggae Isaac, you know, you have Dennis Brown, you know, I can go on, you know, a lot of people really influence my style of music. Yes.
Yeah, man. And let's talk about your style. Basically, I love the fact that you are like a talented, conscious reggae artist, because these nowadays is mostly about dancehall artists, the new artists. So let's talk about this. Like, do you privilege reggae, and are you also open in other musical genres?
Yeah, I am a fan of other genres, you know, but you know, reggae is my roots, you know, and I'm not going to derail from that or not open and hug it up, you know what I mean? Cause I'm from a island where reggae make reggae massive, you know. So I'm not gonna really shun that from my thing, you know. That's why for me, even me right now as a uprising artist, you know, I stay focused and do longevity music, you know, and reggae is a longevity music, you know what I mean? So even the dancehall artists, not that I don't do 1 and 2 dancehall in my catalog, but that's not the main focus, because those music don't really live like most, cause even Bob Marley song been reigning like for years before even I was born, you know, so that's a blueprint going forward, knowing that, yo, conscious music do live and it do work, you know. Probably it's not the time where everybody, you know, the mass taking onto it, but, you know, you have a lot of people love reggae music.
What's the messages you want to spread with your music?
Well, you know, if you unite, you know what I mean, inform him, educate yourself about certain things, you know what I mean. Show the youth them say, yo, it's not all about violence, you know what I mean, and this hype life, it's about your health as well, because the more you can take care of your health, you know, it's best, the longer you can even live on this earth to do whatever you want to do, you know what I mean. So for me, you know, it just inspire, you know, the younger generation and even the present generation, the older generation than me, you know, to know that, yo, positivity do, you know, it do rules, you know what I mean, more than even the negative. The negative probably have the hype around it, but it doesn't live, you know what I mean.
Beautiful.
So that's the message, you know what I mean, I really want to bring across.
Beautiful talk. I love this. So if you want to add anything else that you want people to know, and also let people know where they could find you in which channel and platforms.
Yeah, well, you know, they can just, the viewers, you know, they can just continue support Ross I-Yota music, you know what I mean. You can find me on all the media platform that there is, you know what I mean, the digital as well for the music, you know. So yeah, you can just follow me on the Instagram, the TikTok, the Facebook, you know, the YouTube, the Spotify, all there is, you know, Ross I-Yota is all over, you know, and it's spelled ROSSIYOTA, you know what I mean?
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time in this interview. I really appreciate it.
You better do it for yourself. No make them tell you nothing. Just believe in yourself. But no left the Most High when seeking the strength. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Hey. You better do it for yourself. No make them tell you nothing. Just believe in yourself. But never left out Jah when seeking the strength. Believe in yourself. Believe. Hey. Yeah. You grow where you eat because your food are your medicine. Inna them your time you eat dread and it terrible. Wicked man a create some food when you edible. For we get huge like the whole